Good morning, welcome to Morning Expresso. You're watching Indian Express. I'm Charulata Biswas. Let's get you started with the big story of the day. We don't understand politics. We are here only to earn a livelihood. I can only hope those targeting us realize there is no glory in killing poor, defenseless people. A laborer is anyway a burden on earth. Now he has to face bullets too. If a local dies, there are buns which force the government to act. Who is going to call a strike for us? These are some of the worried voices of migrant laborers in Kashmir who are preparing to join hundreds of others fleeing the paradise on earth after 11 civilians died in militant attacks this month, but most of them hope to return one day when the situation improves. Meanwhile, Satyapal Malik, who was the last governor of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, said that during his time, terrorists didn't dare to enter a radius of 50 kilometers around Srinagar and that there was no stone throwing by protesters, no recruitment of terrorists, and nobody was dying. Here are the stories you'll find only in Indian Express. The centre has drawn up a comprehensive 60-point action plan following Prime Minister Narendra Modi's marathon meeting with secretaries of all departments and ministries on September 18th. The action plan document accessed by the Indian Express includes linking birth certificates to citizenship, to pushing for jobs while negotiating trade pacts, from promoting a family database design to drafting a single Environment Act that subsumes all other laws in the sector. Here are the top stories from the front page. In yet another departure from the memorandum of procedure that governs the process of appointment of judges to the higher judiciary, 6 months after the Supreme Court Collegium reiterated for a second time its recommendation to appoint Advocate Sadiq Wasim Nagral as judge of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court, the government is yet to act on it. Conventionally, the government is bound to accept the recommendation of the Collegium if the decision has been reiterated. The World Health Organization said that it was expecting one additional piece of information from Bharat Biotech on its COVID-19 vaccine, Covaxin, which is being examined by WHO's experts for grant of emergency use listing. In a series of tweets, the WHO said it could not cut corners and that the time frame for its emergency use listing was dependent on how quickly vaccine manufacturers were able to divide the required data. A special CBI sentenced Dera Sachad Sauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh to life in prison for the 2002 murder of his employee Ranjit Singh. He's currently serving a 20-year sentence for raping 2 women disciples. His punishment for the murder of Ranjit Singh will begin after the rape sentence ends and will run concurrently with the life sentence awarded to him for another murder in 2002. Here are the must-reads. From a 3,085 square feet apartment worth Rs 3 crore to a parcel of agricultural land for Rs 4 crore in a span of 12 months from the first COVID lockdown last year, 12 union ministers or their family members purchased property across the country according to the declaration of assets on the Prime Minister's office website. Prices of onions and tomatoes have seen a steady but sharp rise in the last couple of months. After heavy rain in September and October extensively damaged market-ready crops, arrivals and quality of produce have been hit, pushing up prices. This is the first time this year when vegetables have seen a good price rally in both the wholesale and retail markets. Prasar Bharati's recent proposal to allow satellite TV channels and OTT platforms to purchase syndicated archival content has run into opposition. Its content includes a trove of historical significant footage such as the Constituent Assembly debates and moments that were milestones for the country. However, Prasar Bharati CEO Shashi Shekhar said there was no such decision. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel issued instructions to remove the Superintendent of Police of Narayanpur after the officer's driver alleged that the SP had assaulted him physically and verbally. The accused SP, U. Uday Kiran, denied the charges and claimed that he had only reprimanded Constable Jailal Netam, who was posted as his driver. And finally, Glenn Maxwell was bowling in the room in the presence of fiancée Vinnie Raman, who was the first to spot that he was suffering from depression. The sobbing had been triggered by his selection for the 2019 World Cup semi-final against England. The team lost the match and he didn't score many runs. I felt like I was 100% to blame, he said. He sought professional help to deal with depression, and his recent performances in the IPL has shown that he has turned the corner to be at peace with himself. That's a wrap from me. For more news updates, subscribe to our channel, Indian Express. Thank you for watching.